Hello and welcome to another edition of Russ's Money Shorts. This is the Easter edition, so happy Easter to everybody at Easter week. Today I wanted to touch on credit cards seem to be the most common sources. So I wanted to touch on that because I think it can really have a negative impact in people's lives. And, you can feel vulnerable, you can feel unsturdy if something like that happens to you. And so, what should you do if you discover that there's some sort of debt that is showing on your credit report and you have no idea it even exists? Well, the first thing you want to do is file a complaint directly with the carrier. If it's a credit card, the credit card company, a loan, the bank, whatever the case is, most likely going to be a credit card. So you want to file a complaint directly with them, a fraud complaint, and have them open up an investigation. Then you're going to want to also report it potentially to the authorities if you have a suspicion that it was malintent, but at least file the complaint with the credit card company. The next thing, and this is imperative, you need to pull all three bureaus of your credit report. So that's Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. And you need to dispute, number one, make sure that one account that you just became aware of is the only one that's fraudulent. And then dispute each credit report separately, bureau separately. You can do that through their website, but you have to do it separately because there's three reporting bureaus. So make sure you do that. You can also consider freezing your credit so no accounts can be opened in your name. So if you think this is something that could be ongoing, you can potentially just freeze your credit score so nothing else can be opened in the meantime while things are settling. And then last but not least, I would consider having, if you don't already, ID theft insurance or just coverage. And there's a lot of different carriers out there, but what you want to make sure you're looking for is coverage for you to give your power of attorney to them to go to court and fight to restore your identity on your behalf. Because the problem isn't necessarily catching the fraud and reporting it, but if they stole your identity, your driver's license, there's a lot to unwind there and a lot of legal fees, and not even just the fees, it's the time spent in court if you have to go and fight this stuff yourself. So just make sure that whatever plan you go with, if you're considering ID theft insurance or coverage, that they're able to fight on your behalf should they need to go to court for you to restore. So you're going to file a complaint with the card issuer. You're going to check all three credit bureaus to make sure there's no additional fraud. You're going to file a report or dispute rather through all three bureaus. You're going to consider freezing your credit with all three bureaus and consider to have some sort of ID theft insurance. If you have any questions on this stuff, you need to dive deeper, you have a situation, I'm happy to talk with you. You can always give me a call, shoot me an email. But otherwise, have a great week. Happy Easter, and I will talk to you next week.